if you have invested 500,000 naira in XYZ company in January, by this time you would have made 1.2 million naira. Now, this is the kind of video that I've been watching online lately. It is not a bad information, but for a beginner in stock investing, I think this is the kind of video that make people hold firmly to the belief that stock investing or investing in general is meant for people who have a lot of money to spare. All right. So personally, I think the kind of information that a beginner should be consuming, or the kind of information that should be made available for a beginner in stock investing, it's something that has to do with the fundamentals, understanding how the stock market works. All right. So in this video, I'm going to go through few information that I think is going to be of immense benefit to you if you are a beginner in stocks. So number one is, how does the stock market work? The shares that you are buying with your investment app or with your stockbroker, how does it actually work? All right. So I'm going to go over the meaning of IPO, the initial public offering. Now, this is where a business that is seeking to raise funds for the company operations or to expand their operations or whatever they want to use the money for, they enter into an IPO to raise money. Now, these first shares that the company issue are bought by institutional investors, big money investors. All right. Now, these investors will give the company the money, and then they take these shares and then begin to sell it in the secondary market. The secondary market is where you and I play. That is where we'll get our shares from investors, not the company directly. Again, all right. The people who get the shares directly from the company are the institutional investors, who in turn bring these shares to the secondary market, where retail investors, that is you and me, can buy from them. Okay, so you may want to ask then, if we didn't buy this share directly from the company, how come we get paid dividend? Now, when you buy a share from your app or from through your stockbroker, the person who sold the shares to you have transferred ownership of his shares to you. So buying shares from another person is simply a process of transfer of ownership. All right, the owner of the share, having sold it to you, has automatically transferred his ownership of that stock to you. So every dividend that accrues to that stock is now your own. Okay, that is how it works. So I'm going to quickly recap what I have said.